Hello and welcome back to MTG Burgeoning, your channel for all things magic. If you watched our most recent mail day, of which you can click a link in the description below and see it if you have not already, you'll notice that we pulled out a very odd package from one of the sealed envelopes, and we did not discuss it at the time, but now is the time to discuss it. Thank you for choosing MTG Burgeoning for your Magic the Gathering content. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and consider becoming a subscriber. Doing so supports the channel and makes you eligible for our various subscriber rewards series. If you would like to support the channel further, then click the link to our Patreon page in the description below. There you can join our ongoing Pack Wars series as a 1-month supporter or ongoing member. Or try joining Pack Wars for free by commenting on every MTG Burgeoning video in a month. We strive to offer creative rewards through our various Patreon tiers. So if Pack Wars isn't for you, then something else will be. Links to our content and various subscriber rewards series can be found in the description below. Send us an email, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram. We are your channel for all things magic. What's up, MTGBC? That is the MTG Burgeoning community. Welcome back to another episode of MTG Burgeoning. Today we are going to talk about what TBR stands for as it pertains to this little package that came from one of the envelopes in our most recent mail day opening. The TBR is to be returned. As in, these cards were graded in such a way that they were not accepted by the place that was purchasing them. So on their buy list, you go and you search through the buy list and you say, oh, wow, hey, look, they're buying this common for 50 cents each. Oh, I got 150 of that common. Let's send that bad boy in and get some massive store credit or sweet, sweet cash to try to trade up in the collection, flipping 100 commons for 50 cents each. Suddenly you're buying a $50 card and you're creating some more space in your collection. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick look at these cards that were deemed unbuyable because of their level of being played. I have my suspicions, but let's see exactly what they're thinking. So let's remove the tape. Let's open these bad boys up and let's check. All right, so I can already see that first Mystic Speculation has a nice chunk in the outer border. Oh, how did I miss that? Because I could have just sent a different card in its place because I have so many copies of that. Oh, that was on my fault. That's all about Burge not doing what Burge needs to do, folks. He should have picked up on that bad boy and he should have seen it. And he should have just said, oh, get a different copy in there. All right, so the first one we're looking at here, definitely can see it. We got that nick there at the top. Yeah, I can definitely see them not wanting. So they were buying this 75 cents a shot cash, or if you do the in-store credit change, you get the 75 cents and then an additional 30% on top of that to be used only at their store. More often than not, meaning every single time, I'm taking that extra 30% bonus and making sure that I can just use it to get some better cards that I'm trading in. This would have been almost $1, but I can definitely see right there that that's the reason why it got sent back. All right, that one definitely on me. All right, Sprout Swarm. Yep, I can definitely see it. We got some nicks up there on the top. A gouge over here, and this one just really frosts my cookies because this is a comment they were buying for $0.25 each, and I was sending in around 100 of them, so I definitely could have just looked better and more carefully at the nicks there, and I could have saved $0.25 as opposed to having them sent back to me saying, are you kidding me? We're not buying this. So that one definitely on me. And here we go, Wrap in Vigor. This was the big one. This was the common, 50 cents each, that we were sending in more than 100 copies of. So let's see exactly. Well, yeah, we got a little nick down here in the corner. All right. I mean, it is a common back from Time Spiral. That's the only one? No, I suppose I could have seen that if I checked better. All right, so there's a nick there. That's going back. So here is one that I'm fairly certain there's nothing. Well, Chainer's Edict. So this is uncommon from Ultimate Masters. $2 cash, so you figure $2.60 store credit. Sent in a bunch of them. This one got sent back, and I'm wondering if maybe, are we looking at some corner damage? Yeah, I think we're looking at some corner damage. So we'll flip this up, and if we can get the lighting just right, you can see in that left-hand corner there, we got a little bit of a bending, and in the right corner too, and that's surprising to me because it being an uncommon, it goes from pack to penny sleeve to box. So I have to wonder if that's how it was in the pack. Because I don't mess around with uncommons, rares, and mythics. They go from pack to penny sleeve to box. But you can definitely see those corners. Oh, that's a shame. Well, that got sent back. That could have been a nice $2.60 windfall, right? Listen, it doesn't sound like a lot. But when you're throwing in 100 Rapid Vigors, close to 100 Sprout Swarms, 30 Mystic Speculations, those bad boys add up, and you take and you reduce your collection of bulk with all these commons and uncommons, and then you turn those bad boys into some of those amazing cards that you may never have even thought that you could get, like, I don't know, alternate art, full extended foil Sensei's Divining Top or something like that. You trade the stuff in, you build up the credit, and then you pull the trigger thinking, look I traded in 400 commons and uncommons, and I got these 2 sweet cards. That's how you're able to sustain a collection, I'm telling you. All right, here's another Rapid Vigor. Now, I'm not seeing anything wrong with... corners look okay. On the back? Ooh, what the heck? Oh, man. So, clearly from the printing, you could see... Well, that's awfully strange. That's from the printing because it's not something that's on the surface of the card. Oh, well, I can definitely see why that one came back. Never would have even thought to have checked the back. Here's another Rapid Vigor. Checking. Back. Nope, not seeing anything here. Maybe a little mark down here in the right-hand corner. But again, we're up. There's a nick up there at the top. We can see it there. If I can just get the lighting, you see it. It's right above the eye in Vigor. At the black border, there's like a dent there. See it right there? You can see it just in the lights. Oh, boy. They look at these cards very nice and carefully. And it's not like I'm trying to get over on them. I mean, for 50 cents, I'm just counting out how many there are and making sure I don't miss the count. It's not like we're trying to pass off something that's quote-unquote played. Top left corner, you can see the little bit of damage there, like an indentation. Yep. All right. Well, that just falls on me. I should have done a better job of making sure that these bad boys were as in good condition as possible. Because look at what we left on the table: 2, 4, 6, $6.25, $7. Add $2, $9.10. I mean, look at how many pathways is that? That's a couple of pathways we could have picked out. That's a couple of slow lands, maybe a play set of the less valuable ones. You look at stuff like this, these bulk commons and uncommons that you send in and you try to get some store credit. You take the bonus and you get something that might be on sale there. It's a great way to thin out the collection. You trade up, you get better cards by getting rid of worse ones. That is one of the best ways to sustain a collection in a hobby that, let's be honest, Magic the Gathering is not a cheap hobby, folks. And this is a great way in which to sustain a, I don't want to say a competitive collection because it's not like I'm out there playing Vintage or Legacy or CDH. But, you want to sit down at a table with some good cards, and you also want to be able to sit down at the table and buy something out of your pocket because you still have money left by not spending everything and going into hock by just trying to curate a Magic the Gathering collection. So you get these commons, you get these uncommons, you throw them into the store, you generate cash or some store credit bonus, and then you turn that around and you bring back even stronger cards. That's what we could have done. We did that with a massive stack. I mean, like I said, I sent in about 100 of these, close to 130 of those, I think 5 or 6 of those. And we were able to generate some pretty sweet scratch from doing so. Could have gotten another $9.10 in store credit. That one is going to fall on Burge, and I'm going to have to eat that one all the way to the bank. That's it, folks. Just wanted to have a follow-up. There were, people were wondering about what the TBR meant. Well, that's what it is. To be returned from 2 different orders, and those were the cards they sent back, and kudos to them, rightfully so. They can send back the cards that are damaged, but they can't send me the right reflecting pool. More on that in the future. This is MTG Burgeoning, your channel for all things Magic.